Hello guys and girls, welcome back to the Racing Line for a brand new circuit guide here on iRacing. This is week 3 of Season 2 2022 in the brand new D-Class fixed GT4 challenge with me driving the brand new Aston Martin Vantage GT4. This week we are around Watkins Glen, the classic boot layout, so the one without chicane, and the date and time is set to the 2nd of April 2022 at 1:30 in the afternoon to match the official race times sent out on the Season 2 PDF. Same format as before, breakdown lap followed by a full speed uninterrupted lap followed by an offboard lap, and as usual this is filmed before the week has begun, so it's difficult to compare lap times, but let's see if we can help you guys find some time. Remember, this is a fixed series, so we are using the sprint setup, and yeah, let's see if we can help you guys find some time around this very fast circuit. So we're on the left hand side, ready for the 90-degree right hander of turn 1, the braking zone, the 300 meter board there on the left. As we go past that, we'll be hard on the brakes, we'll downshift into 4th gear. Don't need to go much further than that. Get it turned in. You can mount the curb on the right. Now the curb on the X, you don't want to run too wide there. I actually think we may have got a 1X there. If all 4 of your wheels go across that red and white curb, red and yellow curb, then you will get a 1X there. But it's quite easy to keep the car. If you keep 2 wheels on that curb, you should be fine and get a nice valid lap and a nice strong run up this. You might see cars not using all of that curb available on the inside and the outside of the track. It's flat out through that right left up this hill. There's no chicane, so it's flat out past here as well, and you've got quite a fast long sweeping right hander coming up. The braking zone is just there where that tyre wall is on the left. You're going to come over a bit of a bump as you go on the brakes, down into 5th, down into 4th. Hold it tight to the right hand side, and that telephone pole on the right hand side there on the apex is where we start accelerating flat out. Use all the curb on the exit and up through the gears. This braking zone is a little bit trickier to spot. There's a tree on the right hand side where just as we pass, we're going to be hard on the brakes, holding it tight to the right, down into 4th, keep it in 4th through here, holding it tight to the curb on the left, and then smoothly applying the power on the exit, being careful not to lose the rear end as the traction tries to break away. Get over to the left hand side of the circuit now. 200 meter board is our braking zone, hard on the brakes again from 5th down into 3rd gear. Take a nice wide entry here and then aim for a late apex, smoothly applying the power all the way through that corner. You can see we're on half throttle around the apex point and then smoothly went to full throttle as we climb up through the gears as we go up this hill. On the left hand side of the circuit for another sharp right hander coming up, the 200 meter board on the left. You can't see the numbers, but it's the 2nd Zippo board. Hard on the brakes, 5th down to 3rd once again. Get it turned in. Accelerate nice and early. You can carry more speed through there than you think and use all the curb on the exit. There's no problem there. Get over to the right hand side now for a final tricky braking zone. The tree on the right hand side as it comes out of view. Just before that, we're going to get hard on the brakes down to 3rd, hold it tight to the left hand side curb, and then smoothly apply the power on exit. Really easy to break traction through there, and the rear end gets a little bit slidey. Just a quick lift off in 5th gear for this left hander, and then straight back on the power, going right out to the edge of the track. Get back over to the left as soon as you can, because that tyre wall on the left hand side is our final braking zone where we're going to dab the brakes and go from 5th down into 4th gear. Get it turned in, hold it tight to the apex and smoothly apply the power again on the exit. There's some long fast sweepers around this circuit, so it's really important that you don't break traction too often, so you need to smoothly apply the power in this car or the traction control will kick in and ruin your run, or you'll just lose the rear end. Right, so the 300 meter board, hard on the brakes down to 4th, get back on that power as early as you can, cutting the curve on the inside of turn 1, using all the curve on the exit and up through the gears. Flat out through this right hander, still in 5th gear, flat out through this left hander, hold it tight to the left, and then the track brings you over to the right, and then you're going to slowly drift over to the left again, ready for the right hander down the end of the straight, up into 6th gear. Now, loads of slipstream through here, all the way through the exit of turn 1, so this is your main overtaking point for sure. Now, look for the tyre wall on the left just as we go over the bump. Hard on the brakes from 5th down into 4th, start turning in, hold it tight to the right hand curb. Look at the telephone pole on the right, there's where we start accelerating, flat out straight away up into 5th on the exit, using all the curve on the exit. Get over to the right hand side, the tree on the right, hard on the brakes, 5th down to 4th. Trail braking in, smoothly apply the power, went straight on that throttle in 4th gear. Get back over to the left hand side now, looking for the 200 meter board. Hard on the brakes, 5th to 3rd. Get it turned in again, trail braking in, coasting on entry, and then from the apex point smoothly apply the power in 3rd, up into 4th on the exit, and then up the hill we go. We're going to reach 5th gear, holding it tight to the left hand side of the circuit. We've got a right hand hairpin coming up, looking for the 2nd Zippo board. There it is, hard on the brakes, down to 3rd. Get it turned in and accelerate from the apex point smoothly. You saw 70% power before we felt comfortable, and then full on the throttle. Tree on the right, just past it, hard on the brakes, down to 3rd. Get it turned in, hit the apex point, smoothly apply the power again. Around 70% we were on there until we felt comfortable, and then up through the gears, up into 5th, and now we're going to lift off around the 200 meter board there. Get it turned in and then start accelerating. Get over to the left hand side, brake at the end of the tyre wall, down into 4th gear, get it turned in and then accelerate as soon as you can. Just hoping that you don't run off understeer into that wall on the left-hand side. And that is a lap of Watkins Glen, the classic boot layout for a 152.0. As usual, that is pretty much it from me, so I'm going to leave you with this offboard lap. Don't forget to keep those likes and comments coming in, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if I don't see you on track this week, then I'll see you next week for the next video here on the Racing Line. Peace!